Hey everyone, my name is Ben Schmerler, and welcome to another video in DP Solutions Tech Tips series. Phishing continues to be a common but also hazardous threat to your business. It's easy to do, pays big dividends for cybercriminals, and it preys on the human element of security no matter what kind of investments and maintenance you put into your technology. The best way to minimize risks associated with phishing is creating awareness among your staff, so they avoid clicking through these emails and potentially falling victim to ransomware or fraud. So for this video, I'd like to walk through a few phishing examples and point out areas where you or your staff may be able to identify the red flags when phishing inevitably hits your inbox. Here's an example of a phishing email that purports to be from PayPal. And in this one, you can see they call a lot of urgency right at the beginning by saying response required. We've done a little censoring here, but they say that they've emailed you a little while ago to ask for resolving an issue with the PayPal account and that your account is limited. That in other words, that your account has been compromised because you haven't been heard from. And they're making you very scared by telling you that they've noticed some unusual login activity. Everything they're doing here is raising your urgency and trying to get you to be afraid so that you are willing to take action by clicking on what they're calling the Resolution Center. But I bet if you hovered over the little blue link for Resolution Center, it would lead you back to a malicious website. So look out for emails like this. These emails are really just trying to make you scared, not speak to anything very specifically, just speak to your fears as a consumer and get you to click through and potentially install ransomware or perhaps offer up your PayPal credentials so that they could commit fraud in the future. Here's another example of phishing. This one claims to be from the Microsoft team, and you'll see right away that in the email address, it's coming from a domain outlook.com, which I'm not even sure if that exists, and the email address looks pretty sketchy with this no reply msteam2 thing. It's reporting in Windows error reports. So just like the PayPal one we looked at a moment ago, this one calls to urgency an error report, something unusual sign-in activity. They say they've detected something unusual to use an application to sign into your Windows computer, already using some very strange language, not really grammatically correct. We found some suspicious login attempt on your computer through an unknown source. When our security officers investigated, sounds very official, it was found that someone from foreign IP address was trying to make a prohibited connection on your network. All of this is very strange sounding, and they put these numbers, IP addresses, country location, etc. They just make up things to put in these emails to get you to be scared. And indeed, people reach out to us sometimes saying that they get these emails and what's wrong with their computer when in fact nothing is wrong. People are just trying to convince you that something is wrong. They leave a 800 number, but also a fake link to Microsoft.com, which actually does not take you to Microsoft. And that reference number, that AZ1190, may be a reference number that is designed when you actually reach the bad guy on the other end of that link to get them to know that you fell for a specific type of phishing attack. So be careful for that too. Again, all of this is designed to scare you and get you to do something you might not otherwise do. If you're ever concerned that something unusual is happening on an account or that your computer is compromised, your best bet is to reach out to an expert and try to make sure that everything is okay with your computer and not trust these random people reaching out to you. It's best to confirm these things. Our last example here is a little more direct, and this would be considered a spearfishing attack. They're setting a specific target, and you'll see that though the names are blurred out for anonymity's sake, the initial message all the way at the bottom of the thread is asking some individual if they're at the office and if they can send a wire out for a payment for some business consulting services. The individual responded, Jay, says, yes, I'm here. I'm trying to respond. I want to pay you for whatever. This person who emailed them initially, M whoever, is probably either mimicking or has compromised an account that the person Jay knows. And so they're taking advantage of their trust in this person to try and get paid on a wire. In this specific circumstance, M follows up with Jay and says, what is the status of the payment? Has it been processed yet? Please inform. It's raising this urgency. Hey, you have to pay me. You owe me. And I'm your contact on your contacts list, or someone pretending to be a contact on your contacts list. Please move forward. Well, I actually know what happened here, and this individual actually stopped after the initial email and caught on to the fact that this was a scam. But the unfortunate reality is that there are a lot of scams like this, and many people fall for them. I've known people personally that have fallen for these kinds of things. So whenever somebody is reaching out to you demanding a wire or demanding money, you really need to confirm that all of the contact information is accurate. If the request is unusual or you're not clear of the request or anything like that, you need to double check and verify these things, because these people aren't preying on anything technically wrong with your computer systems or email or anything like that. They're preying on you to let down your guard and give them something, which is very hard to protect with technology tools. So be on the lookout for that. A little diligence when it comes to checking your email, social media accounts, voicemails, and other means of communication goes a long way when it comes to avoiding phishing attacks. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I hope it helped. Do you have a unique phishing example that you've seen that you'd like to share? Let us know. We'd love to hear more. Until next time, stay vigilant, my friends.